So what would you say to recruiters that, are maybe operating on their own or they have a team and not really anyone kind of at their level to talk, recruiting, LinkedIn, outreach, content, that's maybe thinking about like investing in their business, right? Tools, coaching, outsourcing. Um, what would you say to someone kind of considering making an investment, like something like the digital recruiter program?
I would say that it's going to play off dividends in the long run. I mean, I think part of it too, coming from a clinical background, being a PT, they really ingrain in your head that you are in a lifelong learning profession and
Yeah.
you have continuing education requirements that you have to do. And so part of that is just the mind frame that, I got going to school and throughout my working career. But I think too, that's not necessarily common thought process across the board
Yeah.
for everyone in every certain, every industry. And so I would say that, the time and effort that you put in and the money that you invest in your business, like, feel it out, make sure if it's the right fit for you. There's some good investments and there's some bad investments, but don't be afraid to invest. It takes money to make money. And I know that that's such a, like, kind of a lame saying, but it's true. And it can be hard too when you feel like, oh gosh, is this going to be the right investment? Is this amount of money going to stretch me too thin? But I think as long as you understand how that can help you and how is investing X amount now, how is it going to pay off so much in the long run? It's a no brainer, truly.
Yeah.
Like I would say, just rip the band aid off and do it if you're questioning about it.
Yeah, it's I love that mindset, and I've had the same one for a while of just like, and it's sometimes it's a little golden nugget, right, that you pick up over 3 months, 6 months, or 12 that could expand everything. Sometimes it's the network that you build, right, or a
Mm-hmm.
connection that you made. I met who is now my best friend, and he was the best man at my wedding, believe it or not, in a mastermind group 5 years ago, like at a
Interesting.
coaching
Yeah.
program. And yeah, not many people know that. And it just and he's made business introductions for me. He's been just a great friend. He's the reason I'm out in Ohio, and that has paid dividends over and over. It pays dividends every single day, right? If I didn't go to
Mm-hmm.
Ohio, I don't meet my wife, right? I have all this stuff. So and the digital recruiter doesn't exist. So, and all just came from investing in that program where people that were also investing in themselves, I think, was so helpful to kind of be around. And you mentioned those group calls of like people that just want to improve themselves. It's like a lifelong learners and that show up. Like you show up to all the
Mm-hmm.
calls, you've gone through everything, the modules, we've talked one on one, we implement, like we're always going back and forth. Like you take advantage of your like the investment. Right? You get the most out of it. And I always encourage people to do that when they join our
Mm-hmm.
program. Like reach out to us. Like you like take advantage of what you paid for. Like we are here to help because it's so fun. That's where the fun part is, right? Is doing the
Mm-hmm.
work and seeing, as you said, the pieces come together. So I love that. I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, of
So
course. And I think too, you hit on a good point of the fact that when you're in the class, you're with other like-minded people.
yeah,
When you surround yourself by those types of individuals, like it only fosters that growth so much more.